Hey, Happy New Year, everyone. We're already a few days into the new year, but I wanted to take some time to share all of my quote unquote coin roll hunting finds from the holiday that just passed. You'll find that a lot of neat stuff. I didn't go through as much as I wanted to, just for the sake of being busy with work and shopping and stuff, but without further chit chat, let's just go ahead and take a look and see what we got here. Oh, of course I'm gonna do that. So here is a 71S proof that I pulled out of a roll. Went through about $50 in pennies to where it wasn't so much nice stuff in there. I think I probably pulled about 18 wheat cents out of the two boxes, which is well below my usual average. Came across this New Jersey 1999 state quarter. It's a proof that's seen its time in circulation. At this grade, it should probably just go back into circulation, but I think I'm going to say keep it just because. I did go through about $500 in dimes, and I pulled out all of these 70 and 70D proof reverse of 68s. And here, let me go ahead and put this thing right here. And the way you could identify what a reverse of 68 is on these things, first of all, it has to be either a 69, 70, or a 70D as far as date wise. But it's on the reverse. And as you can see right here at the top of the flame on this torch, you got two deep valleys, which is a surefire sign of this being that reverse of 68. Value-wise and circulated shape grades, this is probably the nicest of the bunch. It's probably an AU. But actual regular circulated grades, like you see on some of the other ones here, they generally sell between $1 and $5 online. So, I found 9 of them. And they're about as good as finding a silver dime, because the silver dime is not even $2 worth of actual intrinsic value in there as far as the silver content goes. So these are as good as finding those. If you've come across these, pull them out of circulation because they're as nice of a find as just regular silver dimes. So I did come across a small little cache of customer wrapped half-dollar rolls, $100 face worth, and came across all these 40%. There was no 90% 64s or anything earlier than that, but I was fortunate enough to come across these. Obviously, some sort of deposit for the holidays, for shopping and whatnot. But here's a 66, 40%. Hey, I think I have about $7 face in there. Here's a pretty decent looking one, 65. There we go. Yeah, I haven't come across too many 40% half dollars this year, so this is kind of nice to cap things off. In total, I probably went through about $1,800 in assorted rolled and boxed coin. Of course, 1,000 of that was the dimes. Nothing huge of note other than the reverse of 68 varieties. Here's a 67 with a lot of its remaining luster, although it is spotty and it has a few marks on there. All right, actually, let me do this maybe a little bit easier. Here is a 68D. That's in actually pretty good shape. And I checked these out, no double dies, no missing initials reverse on them. So we got that. Also have a 66. There you go. That one's actually pretty nice as well. Another 66. For you avid coin roll hunters out there, especially with the half dollars, you guys are familiar with the dates. 69D, 65 all the way up to 70, 70D, although the 70D is a mint set only issue. So if you were, I think I found one 70D in Cirque before, because they're actually part of the collector set. There's a 67. Here's a 68D. That one is about as used as it can be. Here's a 69D for you. Some bag marks on there. There we go. Here's a 67. A little bit used up there. All right. Yeah, my daughter's going off in the background, so I apologize in advance. Here's a toned 65. Spotty mottled type tone on there. It's kind of brownish russet. They call it russet, like a potato toning. So we got that one there. Here's one that's probably the most worn out of the group. It's a 66. Either that or it's just really toned. But this one's seen some life out there. And here's probably the nicest of the bunch. It's a 69D with some peripheral edge toning on there. So you can see if I can get in there with that. 69D. Pretty nice. But you know what? As nice as the 40% silver was in all of this, the most interesting find was one lone 90% dime that I found in one of the boxes. And it's not just any other 90% dime, mind you. This one has some issues all its own. Take a look at this. Defective. Kind of a clamshellish type planchet thing going on here. See, if I hold the coin like this, you can see right through that hole. But if you look over here, there's a little bit of a bridge right there of material. So it's very interesting. It's crazy looking. It's really crazy looking. I've never found something this bad in a silver in quite a while. And if you looked at the coin from this point of view, okay, you can see the crack, and it comes across here, but at the same time, this little black dot is actually a chunk of the material missing from the planchet. And then there's another crack right here that goes through dime. What do you guys think of that? If you know, it's just crazy, crazy looking. I mean, this must have been like an end of strip blank, where these were punched out of a full strip, and this one was toward the very edge of the strip. And usually the quality of the end of strip stuff is pretty bad, kind of like this. Not as bad as this. I've seen better, of course, but this is interesting nonetheless for an error. Obviously, if they intended not to release this, they wouldn't. But yeah, look at that. See the split there? But anyways, that is what we have for the holiday coin roll hunting. Again, Happy New Year. As you guys go through 2017, I wish everyone a very fruitful and very healthy New Year. Most of all, prosperous is nice, and but healthy is the name of the game. And enjoy 2017 and all it has to offer. You'll be seeing tons more videos. You never know. I'll probably hit 500 videos this year. Depends on how crazy things get for me. And I appreciate everything that you guys have done. Thank you for all the comments. I will reiterate, you guys that are commenting that are offering to sell various different types of coins, I'm not a buyer, okay, period. If you guys need some diagnostic checking on certain error coins or varieties, I would implore you to go to any one of the well-known coin forums or even Facebook. There are a couple well-known coin clubs on there. CoinTalk.com, Coin Community, Collectors Universe, which is the one that's hosted by PCGS. And there's also the other one that's hosted by NGC. You're going to get a lot more action on any one of those websites, whether you're a seller, whether you're trying to find more information on your coins. I cannot stress enough, no more of these, hey, can you buy this? Call me type comments, because it's not going to happen anymore. And I thank everyone for chiming in yet again for the first video of the year. You guys have a fantastic week, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.